Hello guys, since you enjoyed last video about optimizing Windows 10, today I made a part 2 and I have more options and ways and tips how you can speed up and optimize your Windows 10. And this is completely free without any downloads of third-party programs or something like that. This is just inside the Windows PC. So let's get started. So the first tip is to go to Start and type in Advanced System. This one, View Advanced System Settings. When I click on it, and then we get to this window and we click here on Settings, under Performance here, Settings, and then we go here on Advanced, and here we're gonna go for Adjust for Best Performance of Programs, and here we're gonna click on Change, and here make sure that here this is automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Make sure that it's ticked like this. So now the Windows is gonna do all the work and automatically optimize your PC for your computer. And now for the number 2 tip, I have here to go to Start again, and we're gonna type in defrag like this, defragment and optimize drives. Now here is only if you have hard disk drives. This is if you have SSD. I do not recommend you to do this because for SSD it's not that important this to do. But if you have hard disk drive, HDD, then as you can see for me here is 10% disk fragmented, which is pretty bad. 10% is pretty bad. If you have like 2 or 1%, it's not that bad, but I do still recommend you to click on this optimize. It will take about maybe a half an hour, depends how much files you have in HDD. So here, as you can see, I've done this before here, and this, as you can see here, 0% fragmented. So I do recommend you to click this optimize to optimize your hard disk drive. So this is just for users who have hard disk drive, because as I explained before, SSD don't use movable parts. So I'm gonna close now. And now another tip that I have for you is to go again to Start, and we're gonna search for add or remove programs. So we click on it. Once you're here, then you can search for your installed programs to uninstall all unnecessary programs that you have, because sometimes even myself, I install a lot of programs which then I don't use them, and they are just keeping running in background, and it's just taking the memory of your PC, and that's just a waste of memory because you don't even use it. And so just check everything here, whichever you don't need. So just check every app that you don't need. I just still want you to be cautious to not, for example, to not uninstall this kind of update for Windows 10. I recommend you to not uninstall this kind of programs, which is, as you can see, you can uninstall it, but I do recommend it only if you have some problems with it, then updates can be uninstalled. So you just click on it, and you see here, click on uninstall. You can also go here and sort by size or install date, and you can see which is the latest programs that you installed, or you can see here by size which is taking up the most of space of your PC. So this PC is fresh installed, clean installed Windows, so that's why I don't have a lot of programs here. And then another good tip is to go to this File Explorer here. After you're in File Explorer, then we go to this PC here, and then we go on C drive, then we right click on it, and we click on Properties, and here we're gonna click on Disk Cleanup, this one, and then we're gonna wait for this to finish. And now once you're here, now here we're gonna check everything. So check everything. So as you can see here, temporary files, I have 6 gigabytes. It's just wasted and it's just sitting there, and I didn't even know about that. So I'm gonna click OK. Make sure it is checked, and make sure here total amount of space you gain is the correct number. So we click OK and click on delete files here. and then we click here on this cleanup, and then on cleanup system files. And then here, make sure everything is ticked, like here, and click OK, and delete files. And then another tip that I frequently use for programs that I use, for example, it can be a game, it can be a program, it can be video editing software, it could be even a browser. So I'm going to show you, for example, on Google Chrome. So I'm going to launch it. So after you launch Google Chrome or your game, make sure your game or video editing software or program that you want to optimize is running. And then you're gonna go to your desktop, or you can just minimize your program and then go right click on your start. Here click on task manager, and then here on task manager you're gonna go here on Google Chrome, or you can choose go here and update speed, go to low, so it doesn't jump, like, you cannot even click on it. So now here you go on Google Chrome or the game that you want to optimize, right click on it and then expand, and then we're gonna click on the first one that uses the most CPU. So we right click on it and then we go here, go to details, and then it will automatically highlight which one is it. So when your program is highlighted now in task manager, right click on it, set priority, and here we can choose high or above normal. I do not recommend you to do this real time because it's not really good, but these two you can test and see which one is better. So I usually use this on high and change priority, and now your Google Chrome or app, it will use more CPU towards that program. So it's really good tip. So here on set affinity, this make sure everything here is enabled, because these are the cores of your CPU, but each time you rerun it you have to do this. So I will make a video how you can permanently change this set priority to high to be at all times, so you don't have to do this every time, but that I will do for another video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and don't miss it. So I'm gonna close this and we go to the next tip, and the last tip is to go to start, and we're gonna type in msconfig like this, and we're gonna press on this, click on this system configuration, and after you're here we go to services here and we click this hide all Microsoft services. Make sure you click this, and now it will hide all the Microsoft services, and here make sure you disable everything that you don't need. So pretty much everything that you don't really use from services, like from programs, but I suggest you to not disable, for example, if you have antivirus services, or if you have GPU services like Nvidia or AMD, or if you have like Steam client or something like that that you use often, I don't really suggest you to disable that. But you can disable, for example, this Google Chrome elevation service, update service. You can still update it even if you disable this, you can still update it. And if you cannot, you just go back and just enable everything and click here on apply, okay, and just go and do it. And here you're prompted to restart, so I'm just not going to restart right now. Maybe I will restart it later. So that's pretty much the tips that I can give you for now, and I will see to find more tips for you guys and to optimize the best way possible Windows 10. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in next video. Bye.